I was the Guardian's Washington bureau chief in 2010 when the WikiLeaks cables were first reported. I wrote some of those stories. I was also covered the reaction from the White House, Congress and the US State Department.
WikiLeaks has done it again. The website has leaked 250,000 diplomatic cables, and the United States is scrambling to contain the damage.
One of the cables that stood out for me was the US had been spying on the United Nations. It was a directive from the then US Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, to diplomats around the world, asking them to cooperate with an intelligence gathering operation involving the US intelligence agencies, including the CIA. And what they were doing was, targeting the then UN Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon, other top UN officials. And the level of detail they were looking for always seemed extraordinary to me. Email accounts and information like that, but also passwords for their laptops, their personal encryption keys, their credit card accounts, and a level of detail that even now seems outrageous to me.
Well, Wendy, this is not so much a leak, it's a deluge. WikiLeaks has poured out its first batch of brutally candid diplomatic reports showing how the US Foreign Service really views a treacherous world.
You might say, well, what does this matter? It matters because it's potentially illegal. When this story emerged, there was a real sense of dismay at the United Nations. Hillary Clinton hastily organised on the day of the first cables were released, and she went on the attack, obviously angry and seemed embarrassed. Later the US Senator Joe Biden described Julian Assange as a high-tech terrorist. So this was a case of the US attacking the messenger rather than, apologising or expressing regret over what had been revealed. Now, to me, this story was in the public interest. It revealed the sort of disconnect between what the US was saying in public and what it was saying and doing in private. WikiLeaks did the world a service, leaking and sharing these cables. If this story about the United Nations isn't in the public interest, then I don't know what is.